called me out on it. I didn't notice that I had a hot temper until I got with Jeezy. And here's a person who is my equal and I really respect. And when I would spew some of my old habits, and he was like, like, who? That's not flying here. And also, it would trigger him to come back at me with things where I was like, who the fuck do you think you are? But I was triggering him. But he never told me to fix my temper. I just saw it and I thought, unless I want to stay in this place where I lose this person I love and I stay in my comfort zone of doing what I want to do and function the way I have for the last 40 years where nobody else had to stop me.
Which obviously has done quite well for you.
Right, I could have. But this was something greater that I wanted. And also a great challenge to myself to say, what if, now that I know it exists and the dragon's there, what if I got rid of that? How do I kill that dragon or store it in its place so that it never creates havoc? Good. Okay, first off, I want to say thank you to everybody who I might have confused earlier. Thank you so much for being here, because today is a really important day that I wanted to talk to you guys, because I get questions in my DM all the time about human trafficking. And it's not something that I get to talk about all the time if it's not through a documentary or if it's not through a podcast. I don't get to talk about it here. And so today's really exciting to me because I've been wanting to share a really, really cool project that I just did with the IOM, which is the UN migration. And I also want to teach you guys about human trafficking and how we can all work together to join forces on World Trafficking Day that is coming up this July 30th, which is why I wanted to bring this to attention now. So I want you to know, first off, welcome to the conversation. Thank you for being a part of this with me. And I see you guys have questions, Breezy, I got you. I'm gonna make sure to catch your guys' questions so we can talk about this together. So the first thing I wanna say is trafficking is something that is really difficult for people to talk about or understand. And so everybody who is joining the conversation right now, thank you for being a part of this so that we can get an understanding of it together. And before I let my guest in, I just want you to know that I've been an advocate to fight human trafficking for about 15 years. And every single year, this enterprise of dark crime has only grown. It has not ceased, it's only exploded, especially now with ways of communicating like Instagram, TikTok, the internet altogether. And so it's become a really scary place. And as the country has so much more, so many more areas, like so many more countries and areas from Atlanta to Los Angeles, it just gets more busier and bustling because I live out there. It just becomes easier for trafficking to happen in plain sight. And so that's why it's so imperative that we talk about it today so that we understand how we can work together.
Jeezy files for divorce from Jeannie Mai following 4-year relationship. Jeezy and Jeannie Mai are no longer a couple after the Atlanta rapper formally filed for divorce. On Friday, September 15th, the Atlanta Journal-Constitution confirmed that the Snowfall rapper, born Jay Jenkins, had already parted ways with the TV host before the filing was made on Thursday at the Fulton County Superior Court. Jeezy and Jeannie had previously signed a prenuptial agreement. However, the artist and author has also filed for joint custody of their daughter, Monaco Mai Jenkins, who was born in January 2022. As of this report, the couple has not formally commented on the situation. Mai and Jeezy were first linked in January 2019, and a source confirmed their relationship in April 2019. They made a Things Instagram official in September 2019 and have continued to post pictures together since. After nearly a year of dating, Mai and Jeezy became engaged in March 2020 at the rapper's Los Angeles home. In a statement to People, Mai's rape said Jeezy was initially going to pop the question during a trip to Vietnam, but changed his plans when the vacation was cancelled due to pandemic. Prior to Jeezy popping the question, Mai told ET that she and Jeezy were in quarantine together. We looked at each other at this time of the quarantine time. Yep, if we do this, we are gangster, she told the press at the time. We are doing amazing. I am a super introvert, meaning I love quality conversations, I love intimacy, I love thoughtful presence for one another. So this is a dream for me, and it allows me to focus on how to support people who need it out there. She added, noting she's learned Jeezy in such an inspiring person to be around. In September 2021, the couple announced they were expecting their first child together. She gave birth to daughter Monaco that following January. Jeezy is also dad to 3 older children, Jadaris, Sheem, and Amra, from previous relationships. For their March 2021 wedding, the couple invited Vogue along for the ride, and the fashion magazine captured Mai looking stunning in a custom nude Galia Lahav wedding gown with a corset top detailed with appliques and a billowing skirt.